skilled. We get more skill points. But yeah, a lot more. You start with better skill levels. The trade-off is that you do not gain as many extra abilities. You will gain a perk every 4 levels, I think the normal 3. But since the perks are really powerful at times and they're sort of the spice of the game, I don't want to reduce their number. Give that your primary character statistics are each +1, but you lose 10% on all skills to start and you receive 5 less skill per level. So this is, I think I'll pick this one. It's not always good. Definitely not. But we can sort of mitigate the negative effects by raising our intelligence, which we normally probably wouldn't bother doing. We'll have luck 6 because I seem to recall it being important for some perks we'll get. But I don't remember what they are, so it might not be. Endurance because we want hit points. We're going to be taking a lot of damage, a huge amount. And we need intelligence to counteract the reduction of skill points. So I'll at least press 9. I'm not sure about 10. I'm not really interested in charisma. Because we would heavily have to, if I invest in here, we would heavily have to rely on other people, and I don't want to do that. We'll pick perception up. I'm not sure we want to pick it. Yes, we'll let it be 6. I don't want to raise intelligence to 9. This would be a decent, even if we would be using firearms, which we are not. But perception also influences sequence, which determines who gets to go first. So I'm not comfortable making it a dump stat, because it will mean everyone will go before us, and that's not good either. I think I'll counteract the effects of the unarmed combat with throwing, so we can utilize grenades to good effect then. But that means we're going to have to invest in strength. I'm not sure. I'll leave it at 7 because it's still good enough, and I think we'll get a power armor in this game, so it'll get to a level we're quite happy with anyway. So I'm going with more endurance. We really need every hit point we can get. So, but what's the third tag skill? Yeah, these skills really suck. 3%. Yeah, no, I don't need traps, so steel. Lockpick could be very useful, but I think I'll go with I'm in Doctor because, again, I'm alone. So I want to have the ability to, and I'm going to be taking heavy damage, so I want to have the ability to heal that damage. And this Doctor has the benefit over first aid in that it can restore crippled limbs, and I can pretty much guarantee it will going to be getting crippled limbs. If not from enemy fire, then from enemy explosives, so it's just a guaranteed thing. I think how many skill points we get per level up doesn't say. I think it's 10 maybe. How much is it? 5. Oh, I can't calculate it. But we'll get a decent amount thanks to the intelligence, and we're not interested in most of these skills, so we can get at least unarmed, throwing and doctor very quickly to a decent level. So I think now we're ready to actually start the game.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system has given up the ghost. Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe. Okay?
And here the game starts. So seems to be working just fine. We're in a dark cave filled with rats. Yeah, cave rats. I think we have brass knuckles, a gun, knife, some ammo, healing items and flares. These give light. Not that important to us, but quite handy if you are doing range combat in dark corridors, because the lighting will drastically increase your chance to hit, so you can throw these and to ensure that you'll hit targets. I think brass knuckles will be counted as an unarmed weapon, so we should have a good chance of hitting. Cave Rat was hit for 7 hit points and was killed. We should be having no trouble. And we got 25 experience point for that, so I'll think I'll go around killing these cave rats, because before we get into any serious fighting, it would be great if we could gain at least 1 level. Because now we have a 79% hit to hit, which is nice, but if we can get 1 level up, we'll get it to 95 again, which is the maximum against most opponents. And I think it's 95 again, because this is based on some kind of role-playing system, and there's always the chance of a lucky hit. So you can never be immune from others from hitting you. Same as with the many Dungeons and Dragons systems, you have 20-sided dice, and 20 is always a hit. So that's your 5%. And in a similar way, 1 is always a miss, so you can never have 100% chance of hitting. %77% is good, but we're still getting constant misses, so we want to get it to 95. And against more powerful enemies, we have to raise it over 100 to get a 95 chance of hitting on every hit, so it doesn't need much. We'll go to 100 on the first, then probably buff up throwing or doctor, because I don't think we'll need grenades or even get them for some time, but we might have to use, if we're unlucky, we might have to use doctor almost immediately, so I think it has priority for the secondary tax kit. So there is a large amount of rat feces in this area. Well, I'd like to say no shit, but obviously that would be the wrong thing to say in this moment. And there's a type. How much experience do we need? Okay, 1000. We already 1/4 way there, so I don't think we'll level up in this, but we're probably in the halfway point, so in a much better position overall.